Okay, guys, so let's pretend you just got back from specials. You've completed your journal entry. Think about what we always do next. We go to our spelling words or our word study. I emailed to your parents lesson plans that look like this. So if you look, we have Monday right here. We've already done our morning meeting, and now we're on our word study. Our word study says turn to page 529, and this is in your literacy consumable. I went ahead and tore out the whole subject lesson like I normally do when I pass them out. You don't have to do that. It just makes it easier for me to find the pages and explain what we're doing. So the words that we are going to practice this week all end with the suffix en. We've talked about prefixes and suffixes a lot. In case you forgot, a suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of the base word. So remember, your base word is the word that you can recognize. The suffix goes at the end, and sometimes it does change the definition of the word, but it also can change the spelling of the word. And so we're going to review some of those rules for adding the suffix en to your base word. I want you to turn again to page 529, and I want you to look at the spelling words up here, and let's read them together first. We have awaken, given, widen, soften, sharpen, lengthen, gladden, brighten, loosen, and lighten. Now, your task today is going to be sorting the words based on the spelling change that occurs when the suffix en is added. Now, our rules for adding en. The first rule is you will simply add en if the base word ends in a consonant. Now remember, a consonant is all of the letters except for our vowels A, E, I, O, and U. Now with rule number 1, it's important that you also recognize the pattern of the vowels and consonants before you get to that last letter. So if we look at the word soften, it's spelled S-O-F-T-E-N. Our base word is soft. Well, it definitely ends in a consonant, but there's another consonant before it and then a vowel. The vowel is O, the consonant is F, and then the last consonant is T. So we know that we will simply add en to that base word, and we're not going to have to change the spelling of our base word. Now our second rule is drop the final E and then add en. You're going to have to ask yourself the question, does the base word end in a vowel? If that's yes, then you're going to drop that final E and add en, or just add the N, whichever way helps you remember that rule. So let's look at the spelling word given. Our base word is give. It ends in the vowel E. So we're going to drop that E and add en. Our third rule is to double the final consonant and add en. The question you have to ask yourself is the pattern VC, which means vowel consonant? If it's yes, then you're simply going to double that consonant. So let's look at the word gladden. Our base word is glad. A is the vowel. It ends in the consonant D. So then we are going to double our consonant, which is D, and add en. Now, we have to compare rules 1 and 3. The difference is rule number 1, the base word ends in 2 consonants, which is why you are simply adding the en. Rule number 3 is it goes vowel consonant and that's it, and that's why you have to double that last consonant. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Make sure you complete this chart with these words that were given to you. And then remember your high frequency words, syllables, direction. You're just going to practice writing those words on the line. It's super simple. Now, as we progress throughout the week, you are going to do different activities with your spelling words. There is a word study choice board that was attached to the lesson plans I sent your parents. You are simply going to pick 4 different activities throughout the week, so one for tomorrow, one for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that you would want to finish to practice spelling your words. A lot of them are the same activities we do during centers when you're in the classroom. There's ABC order, rainbow spelling, color code, writing sentences, whatever you want. Just remember that you're spelling the words right. If you're choosing to write sentences, make sure that they end in punctuation. Start with a capital letter, finger spaces, and then I can read it easily. I think that's it for now. I will come back in a minute with our reading lesson.